Shalom, Yahawah Shai by Dash. All praises to the Most High Yah. For this is the brother Trife Israel coming at y'all again with another lecture in sincerity and in truth, man. Well, it's not really a lecture. This is just like a little message. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to explain my night tonight, because I heard on the highways and byways, walking the streets and stuff, I ended up coming across this white guy. Okay, now according to the Hebrew Israelite community and the teachings, he'd be considered Esau, but that's a false doctrine, that's a lie, you know what I'm saying? But either way it goes, he was out there speaking out on the behalf of Christ. Okay, and you see a lot of them doing that, but it was just him really. He was the only one, and he had like one person with him and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was just that, so he tried to stop me the first time, but I had said something to him because he talked about repenting and stuff, and I was like, yeah, you got to do that every day. You can't just do that one time. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up going to the house and came back and stuff like that. So I ran into him again. You know what I'm saying? On my way back the same way. Ran into him again and stuff, and right there we had a long conversation, man, and had to test the spirit and stuff, you know. And I can go off and say this: when the Bible go off and say that the Most High, that the Lord got an olive branch that's going to hear the gospel, you know what I'm saying? He really got an olive branch that's going to hear the gospel. And it's like me and him was out there talking, and I was telling him the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he's part of the olive branch or not. I ain't tell him that. I said, I don't know, but you out here speaking out on the behalf of Christ and telling everybody to follow him because he had a sign up that went into fornicating, lust, adultery, you know what I'm saying, homosexuality, you know what I'm saying, telling you basically all that will lead you into the lake of fire. You know what I'm saying? Repent now, and you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff like that. Then we just got the rapping, so he believed in the water baptism and stuff like that, the virgin birth of Christ. You know what I'm saying? He don't believe in the Joseph being the biological father of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Which I had to get into that because that was a false teaching too. You know what I'm saying? All in all, not giving this guy any pointers or anything like that, but I'm just letting it goes to show. I mean, not saying like, because I don't know nothing about him at all, but he went into some explaining and stuff, but he didn't got to deliver from some of the same shit that I didn't got delivered from. You know what I'm saying? Lusting with the eyes, pornography and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Getting delivered from drinking, all that type of shit, all that type of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So we went into a lot of that. Now, the whole little message what I'm getting, I find it so crazy that because I asked him about the water baptism. So he said he know a spot where they does it at. And I told him I can't do it, and I got to do it in the name of Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? Yahawah Shai. And he said he'd go off and he'll let them know that he'll do that for me. To do that for me in the name of Yahawah and Yahawah Shai. Now I find it so fucked up that I done did all that and prophesied all that shit against these white folks, which I already they still gonna get what they're gonna get, but they're not the Edomites, you know what I'm saying? And said all that shit and talked all that shit, but I'm starting to understand now what that video was saying, cause like it's a video that's airing out if you haven't seen it with the Satan interview. Okay, and the brother that was interviewing Satan, I remember that Satan going off and saying that one of his biggest concepts that he used in the world was setting up these racial shits, these racial theories and shit, like blacks against whites. You know what I'm saying? Latinos against blacks and shit, Latinos against whites. You know what I'm saying? All these different races and shit where there's no such thing as a race besides as different races, just the human race. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And he went into that. He said that shit too in that interview. And he was just, you know what I'm saying? I don't really remember it by heart, but I remember him saying something like that, man. And I'm like, bro, yo, that's like deep, bro. It's crazy, man. And that's like one of his tactics that he used. So we gotta, then that's why the Most High told us don't get into these racial confrontations. That's why the Bible tells us don't even get into it, because vengeance is his. These people going to get what's done to them, but they're not the Edomites. I mean, yeah, they're not the Edomites. Yeah, man. So they're teaching, you know what I'm saying? I don't even deal with that no more. And once again, but long story short, I just find it so funny how y'all deny that, and Christ did that too. You know what I'm saying, man? And he went and he agreed with what I said too when I went into that, when I said the works that I do, when Christ said that in the scriptures in the book of John, what's that? What he say? He that believe on me, the works that I do, the same works, the works that I do, he will do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go into my Father. Right. So that was one of the works of Christ, getting dumped down into that water and coming up again. But y'all said that we don't have to do that. It's just the word. Now that's just the first part. That's the first part. Because Christ had to get the word. He got the word. And then what happened? He went into that water. We got to go into that water. No, y'all deny it, but it's straight crazy how the Most High got this set up, man. Yeah, my peoples of my flesh denied this. But this white guy, he didn't. He said he gonna help me do it. See, it's it, man, man. All I gotta say is, Cal, how you have a shot by Shimmer Kakudai, Shalom, 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 Shalom.